Hello everyone, this is John Jenkins. Um, I wanted to bring a couple of new fallacies to you, and I already checked Wikipedia, so these are not fallacies that have already been discovered. And yeah, I went to the library today and I got this book that I've wanted to get for a long time. It's The Zero Marginal Cost Society by Jeremy Rifkin. So yeah, it looks backwards in the video, but anyway, uh, it, Jeremy Rifkin did a video for Big Think last year, and it's my most viewed video on YouTube that isn't a music video. Music videos I watch those hundreds of times, but non-music videos I usually only watch them once. But this one, uh, uh, this one about the zero marginal cost phenomenon. Um, this one I watched about 9 or 10 times, and so I got the book so I could, yeah, I didn't agree with everything he said, but it was still an interesting topic, talking about the future of capitalism, the future of this country. That's something I'm always worried about. Uh, Ambulance was going by. Anyway, I wanted to bring a couple of new fallacies to you. Uh, like I said, I already checked Wikipedia, so these aren't already on the list. And I wanted to use the first one. The first one is called the mimic fallacy, and I wanted to use the name repetition fallacy, but I couldn't because there's already a fallacy called argument by repetition. Um, um, which is different from the mimic fallacy. The mimic fallacy, which is the one that I discovered, the fallacy that I discovered, it's basically when you try to win an argument. Basically, if I make an argument, and I discovered this just this month, online with all my social media. But if I make an argument, I say something is I say make a certain statement, and you turn around and you make the same exact argument I made, and you use that to as a reason why my argument is false. Ba- you know, so I say you know simple example. This is oversimplifying it, but if I say the sky is blue, right? And somebody else will come up to me and say, "No, you're wrong. The sky's blue." Uh, that basically explains it. And you know, it comes basically when people, you know, when people don't read your arguments, and you know, or they've memorized the facts. They went to school, they memorized a bunch of facts about American history or politics, but they don't understand the facts. So but you didn't memorize facts, but you understand what happened. So they see your comment and they say, "Oh, I memorized facts on that subject," so uh, they just regurgitate the facts that they memorized without asking, "Is this even like challenging what he said?" And so like I said, you know, read people's arguments, and uh, understand what you're replying to on the internet, and that's that's uh, that's closely related to the next fallacy that I discovered also this month, and I call it the sour grapes fallacy. Uh, Basically, with the mimic fallacy, it's different from the mimic fallacy. Basically, with the mimic fallacy, you are uh, you are basically copying somebody's argument verbatim, and then you're using that to explain why the person is wrong. You are arguing their point exactly as they presented it, and then you use that to say that they're wrong. That's what the mirror fallacy is. But with the sour grapes fallacy, uh, um, you 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 a sour grapes fallacy is when basically you argue in the exact opposite of your beliefs. You argue exactly the opposite of what you believe, right? Just to spite the person who made the argument. Basically, if 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 I if I make an argument, if I make an argument that's in line with somebody else's, with another group's beliefs, I make an argument that's in line with another group's stated beliefs, the thing that they live by, and then a person from that group comes up to me, and because I have a because I'm not because I don't look like him, or because I don't you know have the same attributes as he does. He says, I don't care what this guy says. I'm just going to argue the opposite. So he he argues against his own position. You know, you know, gets himself turned all around in the opposite direction. Uh, you know, you know, just to spite me, uh, because he thinks he's winning something. And it wouldn't be like, it's not like, cutting off your nose to spite your face. It would be, cutting off your nose to spite somebody else's face. And you know and that happened to me this month as well. And it's so strange because somebody does a mimic fallacy or a sour grapes fallacy, and and you automatically uh, you know your instinct is like, your instinct is like, if this person is going to, uh, 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 you know, if this person is just gonna agree with me, or uh, if this person is just gonna prove my point with their own statement and pretend that uh, and pretend that they're arguing against me when they're really just agreeing with me, then why not let sleeping dogs lie? But I found myself having to actually argue with these people and tell them, no, you're stealing, you're just copying what I said. You didn't even argue against me, or you're you you're arguing against yourself. It's like, I have to reiterate that, yeah, I understand what you're talking about, but you're the one who doesn't understand what you're talking about. And I guess because I like to argue over the internet, so yeah, those are two new fallacies. And like I said, never, I checked Wikipedia. I've you know, Googled it, and uh, nothing like it on YouTube. So, let me know. Does this warrant a new fallacy, or these two new fallacies? Do they happen a lot to you? You just didn't notice it, or and that's it. So have a nice day, and be well. Bye.